Today I have in my hands what people are calling the world's best golf simulator, the ForeSight Falcon. So today we're gonna be doing an unboxing, setting up, and first look of this device. Let's get into it. All right, this thing is expensive. We're talking, I think it's between 15, 18 grand. We can actually get you guys a discount, code GolfBusters10 on the Play Better site. But the reason this is known as the world's best golf simulator is because it is the ForeSight GC Quad in an overhead unit. And now the reason that makes it the best in my opinion is because as a lefty, you don't have to move the thing around. Camera-based units on the side, sometimes I found issues with driver where it can kind of block the ball from being seen, and what it will cause is some lower spin readings that are normal. So the benefit of that overhead, it gets a little more clear view of the ball than from the side. Now let's see what we got in here. So first things up, guys, ForeSight Falcon. Ooh, nice black box. And guys, this thing's heavy. Like this is probably, it's gotta be at least 40 pounds. I would say maybe more. All right, so first things first, right? Real nice black box, ForeSight Falcon on the top. Let's open this bad boy up and see what we got here. Woo! Look at that, guys, look at that. I have never been so pumped for something as a lefty to have the premier accuracy device in a room where lefties and righties can play. I'm so pumped about this. It is a small device. It's not like, as far as overhead units go, it's not super like long, wide. It is heavy though. So we have the Falcon right here. Now, what else do we got? So this looks like kind of your manual. The ForeSight Sports Falcon is the industry standard in overhead golf launch monitor technology, delivering unmatched accuracy and precision in a compact design. Take your game to the next level. So included, we're gonna scroll over here. We have the calibration wand that's gonna help you kind of calibrate for your area. We have a plastic tee. Honestly, I use bird tees, I probably won't use that. A fiducial dispenser, our USB-C cable, Ethernet cable, and our power cable. So now that's gonna help you connect to your PC of choice. So everything we have the ForeSight Falcon. We have your calibration wand, very important. We have your power cable, and then you have two different cables, Ethernet, USB-C. This will allow you to connect to internet. I've heard rumors that you can actually connect through Wi-Fi, which would be easy, but obviously Ethernet will get you a faster connection. You have the two tees they give you. I use bird tees, I probably won't use these. And then your fiducial dispenser, which honestly, this is gonna be one of the biggest things to help you quickly put club stickers on for regulars that come over that wanna use the device. Okay, next, we're gonna put the projector mount into the ForeSight Falcon mount. Now, generally, if you have a flat ceiling, you just screw this into the ceiling. I don't, so we're gonna screw this onto the projector mount. Next up, guys, most important step, where exactly are you gonna put your ForeSight Falcon? Now, they want it 4 feet away. Fortunately, I have a stud that's right about 4 feet away. So for mine, 4 feet away, we're gonna go up. We got our projector mount, we're gonna mark that. Just make sure it's centered, and I can't say enough how crucially important this step is. Make sure you've measured it out, measured it twice, and are exactly sure where you want to put the device. All right, we have attached the kind of pole mount. Now we got to get the quick release plate for the device. Really important here, what we're going to want to do is once we get this attached, and then you get the Falcon attached, you need to make sure it is level both ways. So kind of level horizontally and then level vertically. So let's do that right now. Moment of truth. We are mounting the Falcon. It says to do this with 2 people, but we have 1 cameraman and we have me, so we're doing it with 1. So hopefully we don't drop this thing. Dude, I was a freaking all-state football player, Coop. Don't you forget it. Oh yeah, we got this. Okay, that's the click. We're hanging. Now we're just gonna level it out, plug in the cords, make sure we're all safe, and then I think we're good to go. First thing, we're gonna get our FSX Play updated. I have an older version. The newer version has the Falcon calibration tool within it. On the Falcon installation guidelines, there's gonna be a link that says ForeSight Overhead Launch Monitor Calibration Tool. But since we're gonna update FSX Play, should be good to go. So let's get that software installed. Turn on the Falcon. Boom, we got lights on. We're good to go. Now we're gonna open up FSX Play. You're gonna log in. I believe you're gonna have to make an account. I already have an account from my ForeSight GC3 and Bushnell Launch Pro. It says, license not found, would you like to enter an activation code? I don't believe you need one. You say I have a Launch Pro or subscription. I think the Falcon will also apply to that. And then we're gonna click search for devices. So this is where we're gonna cross our fingers. Yep, so look at that, boom. Falcon shows up and I get device does not support subscription. Enter license key. I don't know where the license key is. I'll have to figure that out. All right, so issue we found out, when you buy this from playbetter.com, code GolfBusters10, again, gonna get you a discount. There's an email with the software. You're also gonna be sent an activation code in that email. So we need to use that to get our ForeSight Falcon up and running. So we're gonna give that a retry now. Let's turn on the device. Okay, so now we can log in. Okay, so now we're gonna need that activation code, which I believe we have right here. Okay, good, that's good stuff. So that means things are working. Let's agree. This is taking almost 8 hours to get this going. So hopefully this video helps you set it up a little bit quicker than us. So now it's getting the courses. I think it's getting, my guess is it's downloading the courses, which may take a little bit here. Next, we need to calibrate the Falcon. So let's do that. Okay, now I think we just calibrate it. So we're gonna click calibrate, allow access. Okay, welcome to calibration setup. So I'm guessing we just start here. We're looking for device, Falcon, next. Okay, what we need to do, we have a black thing. I forgot to mention this. This is important. This here helps you calibrate. So they say you want this black object that is in the box. I forgot to mention that. This is gonna go directly below, I believe, the logo. So we're just gonna put that right down here and somehow that helps with the calibration. I need to set my wand down and we're just gonna move around. It looks like with the wand. This looks like it's the back of the hitting area here. So we don't want to wag it back and forth. You don't want to waggle it, they said. So now we just go like this. Yeah, there we go. So we don't want to move our wrist, we just move our body, is what they say. And the whole time, I keep forgetting this, you want to point at, actually I'm gonna redo this. So one of the key points they talk about here, you want the point of your club pointing at your black marker, and I forgot to do that, so I wanna make sure we're doing it right. So we're gonna exit calibration, and we're gonna try this one more time. Okay, you can see the squares kind of filling in. Feel like we're close here, Coop. Feel like we're close. Okay, got it mapped. Success. Now, are you using this device with an impact screen? We're gonna click yes, we are. So we're gonna set the center line, so we're gonna move it to the center of the hitting zone. So this is important because the device for me, I'm actually, if you look at my hitting mat, the right side of my hitting mat is centered, but I want this to be on the center of my hitting mat. So I'm gonna actually set this in the center of my mat, and it's not necessarily the center of the screen per se. But this is where kind of I wanna put it. What I think is right and centered here. Okay, and then we're gonna do set center line. Center line is set. Okay, now we have to turn it horizontal to get the ground plane. So you just want this perpendicular is my guess here. So then we're gonna click set ground plane. Ground plane set, that was fairly easy. And then let's complete your setup. Okay, let's just practice. We're gonna quick throw down a ball. We're gonna get one shot, see if we can get it just working. First shot on the Falcon. I think we're up and running. I'm not 100% sure. I still feel like I might have done a few things wrong, but let's just throw something down here. Okay, so that didn't work. Something's wrong. I don't know what's wrong though. Okay, we are not working. Officially not locking onto the ball. All right, we're back. Day 2. So I think we got it figured out. What we had to do, 1, we had to update the firmware. I did not have the most recent firmware. And then 2, it says on their website, if you've done a calibration before, you need to delete that calibration data. So I had messed up my first calibration. I went through, deleted the data, firmware updated, recalibrated. We're gonna see if we're good to go. So we see the solid blue light. That means on ball only mode, we're good to go. And notice, very cool, how when I move the ball, it adjusts the aim line. So it knows where the ball is relative where to where the center line is, and you can move the ball, and wherever you drop the ball down, it's going to basically re-aim you, which is awesome. Very, very cool. That felt pretty good. Draw right in there for me. That's pretty good. Spin 8,700, that's kind of right where I'm around. Side spin 172 right, that looks good. Carry 141, total 144, awesome. That's a little more right. Yep. Yep, a little too far right on that one. Now, obviously, bouncing a little farther than if it hits the green. Yeah, about 1,000 side spin right, perfect. And that's what you guys want to see out of your launch monitors. Just accurate side spin is so useful on the course. So let's get playing around. Let's go pick a course out and let's play here. Now, one of the big things with other camera-based launch monitors, you want dark colored bird tees. If you go like red, I think you can throw the infrared cameras off. So I'm a drawer. We're gonna aim here and we're just gonna hope here that we stay in play because it's a little bit of a tight hole. Okay, that's a little better. Still dry. Honestly, looks pretty realistic to my shot. Okay, I think we got to look though. 270, let's take a look at those numbers there. Backspin 2,200, side spin, yep, honestly about right. It looks like kind of exactly how I hit my shot. Now we got 240 taken off 35 feet. It's gonna be about 10 yards shorter. So we're going for like 229. So we're gonna go with a 4 hybrid here. Oh, I hit that low. Yep, that looks just about right. I hit my bumper there. Good shot though, good shot, just a low one. So we're right, left, rough. I like that. I get in. That's a really good shot. There we go. Okay, so now I'm on auto putt. So how this works is it gives you actually a fraction of putt per hole, which is really cool. So I didn't get just one putt. It's gonna be like 1.1, 1.2, which I really love. That's my favorite auto putt system because it rewards how close you put it. But anyways, we're gonna pull out my favorite club. It's called the Baby Driver, 7-iron length driver. You guys are probably gonna hate on this, but wait till you see it go. There we go. Baby Driver all day. Boom, baby. So y'all laugh, but that went as far as my drive on hole 1 right there. So now we got, what do we got here? 103, full length, 60 degree. I like it's in the back, so I'm gonna go full 60. I really gotta nuke a 60 degree to get this there. Oh, I put that a little left. Oh, it's gonna draw in though. Okay. Now, I don't know about that shot. I'm gonna be honest. Okay, that is for sure a misread right there. Interesting. So I got 2,200 backspin. Obviously with a 60 degree, that's not gonna be right. Now, pretty good results. Obviously we don't like that 60 degree. That could be a little bit with my setup, something where the device is new. Not quite sure yet, but I wouldn't worry about that. So what I have now, I got my 60 degree. We're gonna get club data, which is one of the biggest, coolest things of the ForeSight Falcon, but I do need to put 4 stickers on my club. So we're gonna go settings, we gotta go to device, we gotta turn on club mode. And how you wanna dot up these clubs, it takes 4 of them. You want left and right side on kind of the center vertically of your club. So we have high toe, low toe, and then kind of the vertical right center. Now, let's give this 60 degree a try. 98 yards, pretty good 60 degree for me. We have the club stickers on. Now, I don't love 4 club stickers, especially because I feel like it's pretty easy to hit them off, but I know I have to move it to a different spot. So if you notice right now, I'm trying to put it in the center, but if you want to get accurate club path, it's a different hitting location. So it's blinking green. It'll be a solid green when I can hit it, and I think it's up here. We're gonna look. Okay, so that's good. I'm really praying here I can move it slightly inside so I can hit off my mat. Okay, so I got just enough room on my mat. So I'm really happy because I didn't want to have to make my mat wider so I could get club data. Now, if you did want club data, what you're gonna want is definitely just a really wide mat here because the right-handed club data gets hit around here, left-handed gets hit around here. So let's give this a go. I'm really excited to see face impact location as well. It felt like a pretty good shot. Let's take a look here. Yep. Come back perfect. That's about the exact yardage I would expect. but now we can get all our club data. So I'm seeing a little bit out to in. With my wedges, I usually am a little more out to in. Club speed 90, that looks just about right. Efficiency 9.6. Face to target a little open, so that's why I got, I think, a little bit of, yep, a little bit of side spin there. So that's really great data, right? Because I know that I'm a little bit out to in on my wedges, and then I'm a little bit open on my wedges as well, and that's what's gonna cause that side spin. Really good backspin for me. Notice 12,000, that's a good backspin number. Obviously that 2,000 earlier wasn't right. So let's do one more thing, which I think is really cool. Now, if I go to more analysis, right, we should be able to see your club data. Now look at all this data, you guys. So I can take a look at my club path, slightly out to in as a lefty. That looks right, I'm glad. Usually when you have club path, they mix it up for lefties and righties. Face slightly open, and I got a little bit of side spin. And then what I'm finding really interesting is I have my impact location, which you can see down in the bottom right. Low on the club, still felt, I would say, pretty good. But what I think is really cool is to see like how I'm hitting it. I'm pretty toe down. I didn't realize that. But it makes sense with how I take my divots. Usually the toe end is quite a bit deeper. So that's interesting. Let's quick hit a few more before we wrap kind of this initial look through up. That felt really good. That felt really good. Hit that really strong. Yep, and that's about the top end. 105 is about the max I'll hit that. Let's take a look at those numbers again. Club speed 92, that's a pretty good club speed for me. Backspin, really good backspin, really happy to see that. And I can look at my club path. I can look at that as 4 degrees out to in, which is kind of the top end of where I want to be, and then just a little bit close. So take a look at the impact location on there. I just want to see how that works. Very similar, toe down, huh? That's interesting. With that data up, you can see a little more side spin. Looks like I started at 4.4 degrees right, and then it was spinning 600 left. This, I gotta figure out how to fix this, because I've just never realized how down that toe is. Initial thoughts on the ForeSight Falcon. Incredible device. There was only 2 issues I found. One was for lefties, it had the graphic flipped for face impact, which that doesn't really bother me. I know it now. They'll probably fix that in the next firmware update. And then we had one wedge that read a 2000 spin, which I said could potentially be just, I have this dark blue hitting area, and then I have the hitting mat, which is green. That could throw it off. It's early stages of the device. A lot of devices will have those things when they first start out, and honestly, it's exactly what I expected. It's perfect. Every shot is exactly what I would expect. I'm able to get super accurate club data, and I truly believe this is the best golf simulator on the market. It is expensive, but I think it's the best golf simulator on the market in terms of accuracy of ball flight and club data and all those things. You guys can get a big discount on it with our code GolfBusters10 on the Play Better website. And if you guys want the best of the best, the ForeSight Falcon, I can tell you right now, this is gonna be it. No doubt.